Hey, what's up, Lynn? The wife and Lynn. 3 people. Wow. Thank you, guys. I feel blessed. Usually when I start up these things, it takes a while for anybody to even come into the rooms. I'll be sitting here for 5-10 minutes sometimes. Which sucks because my live feed's only go an hour, so, you know, the less time people are here, it's the less time I'm actually talking or we're actually covering topics or subjects or whatever. It's been pretty decent here in Buffalo. Last week or so, it's been, in the 40s and 50s for the most part. Today, it got up to around 50 today. I think that was the high, but it was a rain out, mostly rain all day. That slow, drizzling, just depressing rain. Every day now, more and more of these videos with these strange noises in the sky seems to be coming from the sky. It seems like every single day for the last couple of weeks, I found a video showing, a lot of them in Turkey for some fucking reason. But, UK, we got one from the UK now. And they're all kind of similar in sound. They have that almost like metallic growl. That's the only way I could really explain it. It's like a metallic growl almost in the sky. And you hear like shrill noises that kind of sound like metallic objects, or kind of like you ever see the movie War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, kind of like them fucking noises. A lot of people seem to think it's coming from the government in the world fucking with whatever technology they now have in space, because we know they have a shitload of technology in space now. That's no secret. They only let us know bits and pieces, like the IS. We got so much shit in space, it ain't even funny. You know what I'm saying? I've seen videos with night vision scopes, and that shit is literally like a highway in space. And you're seeing fucking TR-3s every few minutes fucking flying by. I just want to know what it would be like to just be in space and just get to see my surroundings. Have a big, like, stained glass window, you know what I'm saying? Just a big, huge fucking door, a bay, and be able to just stare out into space as you're passing different planets or approaching moons or different planets, and just see what you see. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't show you none of that shit on the ISS cameras. I don't even think those cameras are fucking legit anymore. We know they're not live. They're probably running, delayed time so they can fucking take out any bits and pieces they don't want you to see. And if they miss something, whatever, they always claim, the cameras always go out, shit like that. But I personally don't even think that's even what it looks like, what we're supposed to be seeing. I think that's all man-made visual effects that we are seeing. I don't believe those to be real. Because I'm pretty sure we would see a lot more UFO activity or evidence. I'm just 100% positive about that. 52 here today was nice. Good Saturday, good to see y'all. What's up, Boost Boost? Miss J, my email is lynnmitzi@gmail.com if you want. I'd like to send you some Mary Kay skincare to try. Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you, Lynn. That is so nice of you. You're the best. You really are. Happy belated birthday, by the way, Lynn. It was Lynn's birthday. Was it yesterday, right? It was either yesterday or the day before, but I think it was yesterday. She had a little bit of a live chat, stopped in for a little bit. So happy belated birthday to Lynn, who has turned 24 years of age. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Happy birthday, hon. I got a video waiting to be queued up. It's in the archives right now. I'm just waiting to drop it. Now, I think the video's fake, okay? More part of me thinks it's fake than real anyways. But there are some things about the video that do look real and realistic. But there's certain little glitches that just look fake. But nevertheless, I'm going to post that video anyways, because my job is not to decide whether this video is real or fake. My job is to find all UFO videos that are decent quality and provide them to the public and provide them to the people, and let the public and let the people form their own opinions and judge for themselves whether they think the video is real, fake, whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? So some videos I post probably can be fake, and not all of them are real, unfortunately, but there's a good majority that are real too. So like I said, my job is not to decipher whether it's real or fake. That's not my job. I just post it for the public, for y'all, for the masses, so the people could take a look on YouTube and form their own opinions. And that's all. That's what it's all about. That's what Disclosure is all about. Disclosure Project 2020. It's coming. It's coming. I can feel it. But then part of me says, nah, they can never disclose, because that just, if you disclose, and this is why I say, if the U.S. were to disclose, okay, if we disclose the whole alien as our real, blah, 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 UFOs are real, then it would bring up the question, okay, well then you've been lying to us this whole time about Roswell, about this, about that, about this, about that, swamp gas, Chinese lantern, blah, 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 atmospheric anomalies, blah, 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 okay? And people will be fucking furiously mad. So I don't think that the U.S. could do the disclosure when the disclosure happens. And I am in firm belief, if disclosure finally does come, it's not going to be the United States to do it. They're going to subcontract that, groundbreaking news to be relayed from another country. You get what I'm saying? If another country comes out, say, I don't know, say Colombia, okay, just for instance, and they come out and say we have a downed, extraterrestrial craft, there were bodies inside, we have real aliens, this is real, they do exist, we've been talking to them, we've interviewed one still, you know what I'm saying? Then the U.S. can play stupid and say, oh my God, they really did exist. This is groundbreaking. Oh, can we test them? Can we interview them? Can we do this? Blah, blah, blah. And they'll act like they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's shocking news to them also, just like it is to us. But it wouldn't be to me, but a good majority of the people. You get what I'm saying? But if they disclose their self, then people are going to bring up the questions, well, then you were lying about Roswell. You lied about this. Well, what else did you lie about? Are you lying about chemtrails? Are you lying about Planet X? What else are you lying about? And then it'll bring up a whole nother fucking monkey brain stew you don't even want to dig your spoon in. I guarantee it. So, when disclosure does come, and it will come, you just got to be patient. It will come. It's going to come from another country, a smaller country, and it's going to be all big setup, and our government will probably talk to their government and say, this is how it's going to go down, this is what you're going to say happened, and that way they can look just as shocked as we are. You get what I'm saying? and it'll be groundbreaking. It's finally disclosed. Bah, they are real. They're from Zeta Reticuli. Bah, 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 bah. What's going on, nuclear disaster? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I believe it's your birthday, isn't it, nuclear disaster? Isn't today your birthday? Lynn's was yesterday. Today is your birthday. What's going on, Super Dave? Super Dave in the house. Disclosure will not come from the United States of America. That I could pretty much almost guarantee. And I would probably bet my life on it that when disclosure comes, it's not coming from the United States. Canada, maybe Canada. They're up there to the north, minding their own business. Who not better? Get what I'm saying? Nobody will question Canada and call them liars. Everybody thinks Canada's just squeaky clean. They just want to play hockey and drink beer and mind their business, okay? So, no questions will get raised up on that one. Perfect. Perfect. That way they can keep Antarctica covered up, Operation High Jump covered up. They can keep Kecksburg covered up. They can keep Roswell covered up. They can keep Dulce covered up. They can keep all those lies they've been telling and spewing for years all still covered up and safe and sound tucked away in a vault somewhere. Classified. Maplewood. What's going on, Maplewood? How you been? It is your birthday today, right, nuclear disaster? Yes, it is your birthday, okay. It is your birthday. It's his birthday. Holla. Holla. Holla for $1. Oh my God. I was watching this freaking live feed earlier. This dude was such a con artist. It wasn't even funny. Oh, he's like, poor me, donate now, PayPal links, this happened to me, I might go to jail for a couple of weeks. He doesn't have no kids, no nothing. He's crying, poor me, please donate, shit like that. I was just like, what the fuck, man? And people actually donate to people like this. It's sickening. Crusty Goat. I ain't seen you in a hot minute, Crusty Goat. What up, brother or sister? I don't know whether you're a boy or girl, so I don't want to say brother if you're a sister, and say sister if you're a brother. You dig what I'm saying? Smoke 'em if you got 'em, and what the fuck, I got 'em. Taking years off my life, seconds, minutes, hours. That's how it goes. UFOs. Disclosure. 2020. Is it coming? Is an extinction event coming? More and more asteroid articles. That's all I fucking keep reading about in my fucking Google fucking mainstream fucking, stream. That's all I keep seeing. Space and asteroids. Asteroid this, asteroid that, near miss this, near miss that. I like fucking with every once in a while. I like going on Google Earth and just experimenting, looking around, going to just random fucking strange locations in the country or around the world and just looking up in the sky. I point the camera the other way up in the sky most of the time, but a lot of times I look for stuff on the grounds too. I'm always out near Area 51 and I'm out near Dugway Proving Ground looking at different areas. And one day, I was out by Dugway Proving Ground. I don't know where the fuck I was, viewing around on my Google Earth. It was out in the middle of the fucking desert, sandwiched in between these mountains. And I seen what looked like a hangar, like a giant hangar, like a hangar you would keep an airplane, like a bomber plane in or something like that. A big hangar. And I'm looking at it, and it's just out in the middle of nowhere, and there's really nothing else around this thing, and there wasn't even a runway or anything. And I'm checking it out, and I'm like, that's just weird, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think nothing of it, and then, a couple days later, I go back on, I just want to look around some more, and it brings me right back to the same spot I ended at, which was that location. So I zoom in. Houston, we have a problem. The spot where the giant hangar was at was now all land and rocks. They covered that up, is what they did. They took a pixel, just a fucking pixel of the surrounding area, somewhere from the surrounding area, pixel with the same landmass, same color, and they just cropped it right in over the hangar. They had to have. Because there's no way that thing would have been dismantled in 2 days and taken away on trucks. You would have seen tire tracks. You would have seen it. Get what I'm saying? They're pretty swift. They've been covering things up for fucking, 100, if not more years. They're good at what they do. They will never disclose. But they will be responsible for disclosure happening because they will push it on another country to disclose. It's going to happen. Whether you're ready for it or not. Turkey. A lot of strange sounds coming out of Turkey's sky, man. That's all I'm going to say. The majority of the trumpet videos and the metallic growl type videos, noises, are coming out of Turkey daytime and nighttime. I've seen a shit ton of them. I even posted quite a few on my channel. Turkey's like a hot spot for these strange apocalyptic sounds being heard in our skies. For real, for real. So what's up, guys? Gals? What's going on with y'all? How y'all been? How's life treating all y'all? Man, I'm missing all these comments. What's going on here? I was like stuck. Okay, I gotta catch up on some comments here. In the 80s, there was a video game called Boost used to play for days. I used to love that game, Boost. I played that game. Hey, 80s was my time, brother. That was the best. The 80s were the best. I wish we can go back to the 80s. I really do. Everything was just, technology was just starting to come out. You know what I'm saying? But it was still, good enough for the people were still good. Turkey, things over there. But I am a pilot and location always change. Oh yeah, that is right. You are a pilot. Nuclear disaster. We talked about that. I always wanted to be a pilot. I tried to join the Air Force. Couldn't pass the ASVAB, so I signed up for the Navy. Passed the ASVAB. I was going to go into the Navy, but fly some planes. But it didn't work out, Amtrak saw fit that I wasn't to go in the armed services, so they wouldn't want me in the armed services anyways, because I'll tell you what, I'd be one hell of a motherfucking fighter pilot. I'd be fucking Tom Cruise, fucking Goose Maverick, Top Gun in that motherfucking sky. I'd be ripping and hauling ass through that sky. Gunning down anything. Fucking 9/11 wouldn't have happened if I had access to an F-16. I'll tell you that. Lookout. Oh, I played up video games all the time, the flying video games. Love those. But it's not the same. That one guy who stole that plane near Seattle, remember that? From like fucking back in the last summer or last fall. You remember that? The guy fucking stole the plane near Seattle or whatever. And the guy had no plane experience at all. He said he learned from playing video games. And he was flying that plane, doing fucking barrel rolls and flips and going up and down and flying sideways, flying on his back. And he was doing all these fucking ace maneuvers in a commercial airliner. Like unheard of. And all the experience he had was playing video games, he said. He was worried about landing the thing. He didn't know how to land. He was worried about that. I listened to the whole conversation between air traffic control. It was quite a conversation. It had its funny moments. The guy had me dying laughing, when he mentioned the video games, and that was good times. I couldn't see any UFO in Turkey, but so much Turkey UFO videos on YouTube. Yeah, there is a lot. Chem fog has been awful. Yeah, it's horrible, Dave. It really is. As the years progress, the chemtrails, unfortunately, are just getting more and more and worse. And they're not letting up or showing signs of letting up. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either, Boost. Asteroid coming down. Well, I'll tell you this. If it's going to be an extinction level event where it's going to just be so big of an asteroid that the impact just wipes everybody out instantly and we basically all die at the same time, like a million nuclear bombs going off at once, I wouldn't mind that. I'd be kind of happy because you wouldn't be missing out on anything. It wouldn't be like you died and everyone else got to live, so it's not fair. Everyone would be going at the same time. So it wouldn't be bad because it's like you got to go. Everybody's going. So we all got to go together. We got to experience this. So dying would be a lot easier if you knew that everybody was dying at the same time with you. You know what I'm saying? It would be a lot easier to cope with in your head. It really would be. Because you would think to yourself, well, everybody's dying, so it's not going to be that bad. Just my philosophy. He stole a tank. I remember that too, Boost. That shit was funny too. What'd I miss? I miss anything? Can't see any UFOs here. It's fucking a rain out. It's been 40s and 50s last 5 days or so, but We had a few nice sunny days where it was in the 40s, but it's been a rain out. Today and yesterday were like the warmest days, and it's been, cloudy rain out, so sucks. But Skywatch season is coming. It definitely is. And it's a shame that I'm getting audited because I had some plans for those taxes, and I was gonna get a fucking telescope and night vision and a drone, and I was gonna get all these fucking things that would have just bettered my channel all across the board. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of got screwed on that, so it's, you know, back to the old phone pointing in the sky. That's all I'm gonna have for you this Skywatch season, and I'm sorry about that, but budget is tight, and you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? UFO videos, if they come out, they will be dropped on the channel instantly. I got one in the archives right now. Like I said, I think it's fake, but then again, you never know, so I'm posting it anyways. Because you just never know. That's all I got too, man. You know, I wanted to get a telescope, a nice, decent telescope. I wanted to get night vision. And I wanted to get a decent drone with a camera on it, so I could take it up in the mountains and the Letchworth State Park and things like that. Just fly it around in the canyons and different things. Because I've experienced a lot of strange things at Letchworth State Park. It's definitely haunted. There's definitely some energy that's just out of my control that's there. One time we were fishing, me and my friend Kevin were fishing, and lightning basically struck the ground like 5 feet away from me, and I didn't get electrocuted at all, which was very weird because all around me was just electricity glow. Kevin thought I was dead, and then all of a sudden another bolt came down and hit this big, huge, like oak tree across. It was just like half a tree, but the big stump and all that was going up real high still, and the lightning struck it completely in half, and it like exploded damn near. The tree trunk exploded, and it caught on fire, and it was just burning out of control, just sitting there right directly across the river from us. And the river was only probably like 20 feet across. It wasn't a big river. You get what I'm saying? And this thing, the branch just fell in the water on fire. And the same exact day, we went to try a little pond that's in Letchworth State Park. And a bolt of lightning came down and hit a telephone pole, which was probably 15 feet away from me, and a wire snapped off the pole and swung down and swung right in front of my face and missed my face by about that much. I felt the fucking breeze from it. That's how close it was. Swung right past my face. We went to get some people. We found some park ranger guys, told them about it, and they had some guys come up, and we were blocked in because the wire was blocking our access from getting out with the car. And we told the guy, well, we didn't want to leave because we didn't know if that wire was a live wire. And he said, oh yeah, he goes, that wire right there, he goes, that's live. He said, if you were to touch that, you'd be fried instantly. I said, oh, that's good to know, because the thing missed my face by about this fucking much. That happened in the same day, both lightning occurrences. And I've been there numerous occasions where you're just fishing and it's quiet, and all of a sudden you will hear Native Americans like chanting, like singing songs, and you'll hear like drums. You'll hear like a distinct drum being banged in the distance, like it sounds like it's coming from the woods on the other side of the river. And you hear that, oh, that chanting that they do, that that singing they do. But there's nobody there, and I've heard this probably 3 or 4 times. So that place is either haunted, or it just has some strange energy, like those electricity, those fucking lightning bolts coming down and doing that, and almost killing me, but it didn't. And I wouldn't be surprised if UFOs come down there at nighttime to visit. So It would have been nice to have a drone and fly it through there. You know, around sunset into the night bucket. Go big or go home, right? Do you live any paranormal event? I've had numerous paranormal events in my life. Numerous. I had a ghost, I had a spirit that was actually attached to me. I don't know where I picked it up from or what, but the thing was attached to me to talk to. We'd have groups of people, we'd all go and party at this one house, and the one lady's daughter had this little Fisher Price type, computer thing, but it was only like Fisher Price. And this thing would start like growling and making noises, and you would open it and it would have sayings typed out. And we got a lot of information. We'd ask it questions. What is your name? We'd type in, what is your name? Then we'd close the computer down, the little Fisher Price computer. We'd close it down, and we'd wait about 5-10 minutes. We'd open it back up. There'd be a response. My name is Jen. The spirit's name was Jen, or Jennifer, Jen. And, one day we were like, where do you live? And an address pops up when we open it back up, and it said so-and-so Naki Road. So, I'm like, what the fuck is that so-and-so Naki Road? So we look it up, and it's the actual cemetery. She gave us an address to a cemetery in the fucking computer. So I'm like, this is fucking beyond fucking crazy. And then it gave a phone number and said, if you want to call me, here's my number. We called the number, and it was the fucking mortuary or whatever. This is the Naki Road mortuary. Fucking, we had goosebumps. One time we were sitting there playing cards, and there was about 4 of us at the table. Everybody had their hands on the table, and somebody grabbed my leg and started rubbing, like caressing really firmly up and down my leg. And I like moved my leg, and I like looked up at the table, and everybody had their hands on the table. And then when we opened the computer a couple minutes later, it said, I just touched Will's leg. And for some reason, it said it liked me. For some reason, it like had a crush on me. This spirit had like some sort of crush on me. I know that's hard to believe, but this is the fucking God's honest truth. It said it liked me, it had a crush on me. And, there's reports of this girl named Jen who was killed, hit by a car, and every night or certain nights there could be a ghost seen walking the street looking for her mother or something. But and then it just so happens this ghost Jen that liked me was from the same cemetery right there, from that same stretch of road. And we called the actual news here in the city of Buffalo, and they sent the newscaster out, and we were on the actual fucking city news. We were on the news. They actually did a whole bit at my house. They brought in psychics. The psychics came in, and the lady psychic was immediately drawn to me, and she said, the spirit is, she said, I'm not possessed, but she said the spirit was attached to me. And she said, for some reason, the spirit won't let go of me, and it's just always with me. And it was just a crazy experience. And that lady ended up moving, and I don't know if that spirit is still attached to me, but I've had paranormal activity happen to me recently here in my own home, so I don't know. It could very well be. But they did a whole like a seance type thing where they were burning fucking, I don't know, it looked like hemp and rope, and they were, and they were saying all this stuff, and supposedly it, detached the spirit away from me. And since that day, I really haven't had too many paranormal things, just a few, but none of them involving a girl named Jen. One time I woke up and I had a dark, giant shadow figure at the end of my bed. And I screamed real loud. And I threw my pillow, my blankets at it, and then it was just gone. What's going on, Live Free? Thanks for stopping in. Where am I at? 36 minutes. Yeah, I've had a lot of paranormal activities happen. Recently, here in my house, we've had muddy footprints coming in through our locked doors from outside that just stop in the middle of the floor and disappear. I've had a picture get thrown off the wall at me and come flying all the way down the hallway and hit the closet door and whiz past my ear by like this much. I've had things move across my table. That was recently. I seen a black dog in my yard and I closed the door. Big giant black dog who charged my door. I closed the door, waited a few minutes, opened it back up, and the dog wasn't there. It wasn't out in the front. It didn't exist. So I'm just kind of drawn, and I'm a UFO. All my friends who know me from YouTube know that I'm a UFO magnet. When I'm out there in the summertime, if I'm just sitting in my yard and I'm having a live feed or shooting videos, it's just like we always see UFOs and shit. It's just like I'm a UFO magnet. In the summertime, I can find them. I have a trained eye, and I just find them. And I see one every few minutes. Recently, I haven't seen shit, though. Even on the clear nights when it was cold, I'd stand out there for 10, 15 minutes and wouldn't see nothing. I haven't seen nothing recently. Nothing at all. And it's pissing me off. I need it to get warmer so I can go out there and, you know, watch. You got to put in the hours if you want the results. And that's proven fact, people. If you want to catch something on video like a UFO or something, you're not going to do that if you're not outside with your video camera pointed at the sky. Now, if you're a person who's in the summertime always outside, always has their phone near them, always shooting just random videos of the sky like I am, because you never know what you're going to catch, I'll just be driving and I'll just point the camera at the sky and shoot the sky. And then later I'll watch that video. Sometimes you see something you didn't see with the naked eye and you're like, oh shit, what is that? And then there's other times you don't see shit and you just don't post the video. You know what I'm saying? But I'm one of those people that I take videos all day long. I'm constantly shooting videos of shit all day long. Because you just never know what you're going to catch. You really don't. You might not see it with the naked eye, but you can see a UFO whiz right past on the video. You really can. Oh no, not across my night sky, but I was actually sitting in my hallway. It was the summertime. It was about 2 summers ago, I think, or 1 summer ago. I can't remember. 1 or 2 summers ago. But I'm sitting out in my hallway. I used to do a lot of live feeds out there when it was nice outside from the couch out there. And I got my phone rigged up on top of this like fireplace type thing. And a door that leads outside, and then there's a door that leads into my kitchen, and this is a little hallway thing between the outside and the rest of my house. So I'm sitting in there and I'm doing a live feed, and then all of a sudden I catch something out of my peripheral to the left, and I look and I see this orb in the middle of the daytime. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This guy was cutting his grass behind our house. I remember he was really pissing me off and annoying because I was trying to shoot a video, like going off on somebody, Potter or one of those other idiots. But I was shooting a video fucking doing a rant, basically. And, this guy's mowing his grass, whatever have you. But I seen something out of the left. I look, and I witnessed this ball of light, this ball of energy, like an orb, clear as day, about this big, and the most brilliant flashes of light and colors in it that I've ever seen, fly right through my screen door from outside into my house, right past where I was shooting my live feed, basically, right past my head, and go right through my screen door and through my kitchen door and disappear. And I caught it on video. I don't have the video no more, but on one of my older channels, Neighborhood Freedom Fighter, I had that video up. It was like 2 minutes, 30 seconds, something into the video. But I caught an orb go right past my fucking head, right over top, through the screen, and through my kitchen door and just disappear. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? The one time when I had that, I thought it was a dream, but it wasn't like I was dreaming where I was hearing voices talk to me subconsciously. It was like they were whispering in my ear, but there was nobody there next to me whispering in my ear. And it was telling me that I was going to die and I need to get up and go outside and look in the sky. I couldn't figure out for the life of me why. So I keep hearing these voices telling me, go look outside, go look in the sky. So I attempt to get up, and something is pushing down on me and won't let me up out of my bed. And I'm struggling, trying to get up. And I remember screaming, trying to scream. And I couldn't get up. And the next day, I ended up falling back asleep, forgot about it. The next day, woke up and I was like, then I started remembering. I was like, that was weird. And my son told me he woke up at a certain time and looked out the window, and there was this, at the same time that something told me to wake up to go outside and look in the sky. My son said at the same exact time of night, he was woken up and something told him to look out the window, and he looked out the back window in our backyard, and there was a giant, bright, huge orb just hovering over the tree. It was a big, huge ball of light hovering over the tree in my backyard. And it was at the exact same time those voices subconsciously whispered in my ear and told me that I was going to die if I didn't go outside and look in the sky. And then something out of my control, out of this world, held me down and wouldn't let me get up to go outside. I wanted to get up and go look outside. All fibers of my being were telling me to get up and go outside, but I couldn't get up. And to this day, I don't know what was holding me down. Then I had the other dream / whatever it was, where 2 gray aliens are holding my shoulders down and I can't get up. And then the next day, my shoulders are killing me. Gargoyles. I'm getting deja vu. Didn't we talk about this around the same time on the last live feed? The gargoyle part? I got deja vu. I've got videos of girls in my house. Have you seen any dim orb? Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely open-minded to spiritual communication, that's for sure. And I'm no stranger to paranormal. Or UFOs for that matter. Or conspiracy theories. Chemtrail nut. I am the biggest chemtrail nut you will find. The biggest chemtrail nut you will find, because I'm just sick of them. You know, they put that little Encyclopedia Britannica thing on your videos now. Whenever you shoot a video of a sky that shows a chemtrail, or you talk about a chemtrail, they always put up that contrail or condensation trail trying to tell you what it really is supposed to be. It's not water vapor. It's not a condensation trail. They're fucking chemical trails. They're killing everybody slowly. They're killing us all. Killing us softly. Roberta Flack, whatever. They're killing us slowly. People are getting cancers and what have you, and all the whole nine from these shit fucking things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are getting cancer from these fucking chemtrails. People that normally wouldn't get cancer, getting cancer. It's pretty obvious where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty fucking obvious. But that's just my opinion. You know, what do you think that shit does? It just doesn't disappear in the sky. All that shit eventually falls down to the ground. Damn chemtrail, that smoke that blows out, all the chemicals that are in that smoke, eventually all settle and settle down to earth, to the ground. And then they're all over our lawn and everything else. And we're breathing in the little dust particles of it all day long, in a sense. If you're a person who likes to sit outside like me. And I live in a heavily chemtrailed area. When I say heavy, I mean fucking heavy. They're constantly bombarding the fucking sky where I live. When I went to Atlanta last April, I seen very few chemtrails there. And the ones I did see evaporated almost instantly. They're a bigger city than we are, though, and more people start questioning. You know, In certain cities, they don't chemtrail as heavy as in other places because there's just more people there, more social media outlets, and more people to say, what the fuck is all this poison they're blowing out? You get what I'm saying? Here, there's not that many. Buffalo, New York's not a big fucking social media market here, okay? Ain't a big anything here. But they sure do fucking chemtrail the fuck out of us. Now I'm talking about chemtrails on this live feed. Now when my live feed replay plays, it's going to say condensation trail or contrail at the top of my video with Encyclopedia Britannica. Against my will and against my wishes. I don't want that shit on my videos because it's not the truth. You can post anything you want on the top of my videos and the headers of my videos. As long as it's the fucking truth. And that's not the truth. Ruth. It's just not. Chemtrails are real and they're killing us slowly. But what are you going to do, you know? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing I can do about it. There ain't a damn thing we can do because they will never admit to it. We will never get answers in which we seek, so that's just the end of it. You know, why bother even talking about it anymore? There really isn't no point because there's not enough freedom fighters that'll join forces and band together, storm places and bring up questions. Right, congressmen? You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not everybody in politics is corrupt. There are some good politicians out there. You know what I'm saying? That will help. Or try to help. They don't have a stronghold on the entire gov. There are still some good people out there. Believe that, if you may. Is your alien statue custom made? I don't know. My boss gave it to me for my birthday. He ordered it from online. From somebody online. So I don't know. I think it is. I think it was custom made. Because he ordered it off of like fucking eBay or fucking one of those Amazon or something. So I don't know. Probably was custom made. There's two of them, by the way. There's two of them. There's a twin. I got two of them. They sit on each side of my television. Or Christmas gifts. Yeah, did I say birthday? Christmas gifts. That's right. I liked it. It was a good gift. You know, I bleed aliens sticking through, so, you know, I'm happy to have them. Definitely happy to have them. It's a good icebreaker in case I ever get abducted, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a statue of my cousin over there. How do you know my cousin? You know what I'm saying? It's a good icebreaker in case the Greys want to come down and talk to me. Which I'm not against, by the way. You know, bring it on. I'll let them experiment on me. I don't care. I've been experimented on by people at the hospital all my life. We got to run some tests. We got to draw some blood work. We got to do this. What do you think that shit is? They're fucking you know what I mean? They're running tests on you. So what's the difference if you let the Greys probe you? You know what I'm saying? I've already had regular people. I had a colonoscopy where I had cameras shoved up my fucking keister and down my throat, okay? So the Greys want to come and they want to take a few samples of semen or whatever have you. Go for it. Have at it. If it helps your cause, I'm all for it. Just as long as you let me live, I'm okay with that. And you tell me some things that I've been dying to know about you guys and where you're from. And, you know, give me a little bit of technology. Hey, you never know. Anything they throw out, their cash in their pocket. What? If Boost gets abducted, Boost would love to go to Venus. They say Venus is full of women. I know, and I heard Venus is almost like Earth. They say it's almost like Earth, Boost. They say volcanic. That's a total lie. John Lear has sources, credible sources, that say Venus is green. They have trees on Venus, you know. It's not 100% like Earth, but they said it's pretty damn close. But they don't teach you that. They don't tell you that. They tell you volcanoes and too fucking hot or cold to go there and no oxygen or no this or no that. It's just one lie after other. They all just keep piling on top of one another. Get what I'm saying? Maybe the U.S. isn't in on it. Maybe they're just dumb. They're numb. They're just fucking, you know, they just look the other way. Who knows? I don't fucking know. Probably not, though, right? Venus has doubles. Earth, best planet in space. Well, that's yet to be seen, Nuclear. There could be better ones. We just don't know because they don't tell us about that. They teach us that the planets are all this way and we can't go to those planets and we can't live on those planets. And I think it's bullshit. Personally, I don't think we even started on this planet. I think we were somewhere else first before we were put here. And I also believe that we're direct descendants of aliens. I believe aliens created us. I really do. You know how there's Bigfoots? Look at it this way. If you're a believer in Bigfoot like I am, you know, I think we all started out like Bigfoots, okay? And aliens came down and they took some DNA from some other alien type race and Bigfoot and they put it together and you got us. They say we evolved from like monkeys or apes anyways, you get what I'm saying? So they took some alien DNA, they took some Bigfoot DNA, bonded it together, you got us. Meanwhile, Bigfoots are still living on the planet, but we took over and dominated the planet because we're so technologically more advanced than a Bigfoot, even though Bigfoots are very fucking smart. You get what I'm saying? It would only make sense. It's starting to make a little bit of sense. No, I'm not saying that's the case because, you know, I do believe in God and I do believe in heaven also. And I know that's like an oxymoron. How could you say we were made by aliens but then believe in God? I don't know. I believe in both. It's just kind of weird. It's almost like both are true. I don't know. Maybe God is an alien. You ever think of that? What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. I used to play that song every weekend at Moonlight Bowling. That's how you know the night was winding down and coming to an end. Time to order one last pitcher. Have no belief. Exactly. That's how I am, Live Free. You know. I believe a little bit in everything, you know. There's things I don't believe in, but you got to be open to anything. You got to be open-minded. You got to think outside the box to even be in this community in the first place. If you're just a sheeple, then you're just gonna believe everything that you're taught and everything you're told by what you see on the news, what you see on TV, what you hear on the radio, what you read in a magazine or a newspaper. You're just going to continue believing that to be so when it's not that way at all. You get what I'm saying? It's sad. It really is. It's really sad because it allows some of us to evolve, but others to stay stuck and not have certain technologies or accesses to certain technologies. It sucks. Because there's a lot of cool shit out there we could be playing with. You know what I'm saying? We probably could be flying our own UFOs instead of driving cars. Probably a hell of a lot fucking easier and cheaper. Wouldn't doubt it. They use the damn UFOs. They build them. Our own government builds them and flies them all over to every single planet in the fucking solar system. Okay? So if they could do that easy, why couldn't they be just as easy for us to drive around like cars every day? Have highways in the sky instead of on the road, you know what I'm saying? then you got to worry about one falling on your house when a car breaks down. Because cars break down all the time. You got to worry about one falling on your house then. New worries every day. 7 people, I feel blessed. I only got 6 likes though. It's showing me only 6 likes. I don't know, I might have more. I'm not sure. But I'm only seeing 6 likes. 7 people. That means there's a hater. Someone who doesn't like it. They're a hater. Ah, there we go. They liked it. All right. We're 7 and 7 for 7. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't fucking boost that whole rover Mars bull crap. We already got bases on Mars. The Germans been on Mars, boost, since the 30s. Since the late 30s, when they got their hands on UFO technology and were told to go to Antarctica and go inside the tunnels in the ice. And what they found there was they were able to go to Mars. And they've started building a base on Mars in the late 30s. The U.S. and Russia didn't get to Mars until the 80s and start building bases. But Mars is already populated. And I believe, we could even be from Mars. We could have lived there once before and something bad could have happened. Like an asteroid could have wiped it out and we had to come here. You don't know. Nobody knows. The history books are all wrong. I'm a firm believer in Oak Island too. That shit, man. I can't get enough of that Oak Island shit. But the only problem I have is, I don't think there's anything buried there worth any worth, because treasure is buried not to just rot away forever. No. With all intentions, they bury that so nobody can find it, or when they get caught, they don't find them with the treasure, but they bury the treasure so that one day they or somebody they know or somebody can go back and dig it up. Now, whatever was there, I believe, has already been dug up and took it. Get what I'm saying? But here's another theory that I have, because they say the Greys live underneath us all over. They have tunnels and caverns all underneath Earth in all different geological areas across the world. And it's proven fact that there was tunnels down there, hundreds of feet below, they dug into them in Oak Island. So maybe they were Greys. Maybe that was a Greys base at one time, down deep in Oak Island. You don't know. We don't know. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And we got 1 minute left, people. It's the final countdown. And we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. Grace fart a lot. Hey, you gotta go, you gotta go. There are tunnels everywhere right under us. I believe it, Live Free. I'm a firm believer in that. That's why I think Oak Island could even be an old gray tunnel, or maybe they still live down there and they're just like, what the fuck, these people keep drilling on top of us, we're about to fucking kill them all. But yeah, there's tunnels everywhere. Even the United States has tunnels leading from city to city that you don't even know about, running thousands of miles. If you could see every tunnel underneath us in this country, you'd probably, if you could see on a map, like lines where all the tunnels were, there would be so many zigzag lines and fucking things going everywhere probably. It would blow your mind. Really? That's pretty cool, Live Free. I'm into all that shit. Damn, I reached an hour. And you know what that means, people. I, unfortunately, have to go for the evening. Did it really get hit by the Mandela effect? That's crazy. I wouldn't doubt it. They're fucking hitting everything. We experienced the crazy Mandela effect earlier, a couple months ago, during a sporting event, believe it or not. We listened to the game and heard it as one way, but the game actually took place another way. And the outcome of the game was totally different from then what we were listening to on the radio. Fucking nuts. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Boost. Thank you, Krusty. Thank you, Nuclear Disaster. Thank you, Live Free. Thank you, Maplewood. Thank you, anybody else? Super Dave. Thank you, the wife, of course. And there was a few other people I must have missed, didn't I? No? I got everybody? Yeah, I think I got everybody. Alright. Peace out, y'all. Y'all be safe. I said Maplewood already. I already said that in person. I think I got everybody. Pretty sure I got everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. You know, it's hard to see all the comments.